Hey, what's up? This is David Morales. Stay tuned. In the next clip is my first home sale, the story, first podcast. Listen, 10 minutes, great story. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Boom! Greetings. What's up? This is David Morales. I want to welcome you to my first official podcast. Today I'm going to share with you a great story. Now, this is the story of my first home sale. Took place a couple years ago. Now, since then, I've sold dozens of properties. I have tons of experience, but I want to take you back to the first. Now, let's get it started. I want to explain how real estate agents get their clients. There's several ways. Number one, if you have deep financial pockets, you can pay for advertisement. You can pay for certain things like Zillow, where they'll give you ads, things of that nature. You can go through your social network, through your friends, family, see who do you know that wants to buy or sell a house. The most traditional way of marketing is to go door knocking or to do open houses. I'm sure you've seen open houses every weekend throughout your neighborhood. So I get it. You know what it is. So in the beginning, I was hustling, doing my open houses, and I just kept it going. Try to get clients, try to meet clients, new, learning how to sell, learning how to talk to people, learning the process. So one day, after months of trying hard, I kept putting work in. It was like a Wednesday. I decided to do an open house. Now, this was in the city of Compton on Willowbrook. I called, asked for permission to do the open house, and I was excited that I got it. I believe it was a midday, probably a Wednesday. I told the agent I'll be there from 1 to 5 o'clock. So I arrived at the property. It was a one-way street right next to the Blue Line metro train. But I was excited. I'm like, who knows what can happen here? You gotta stay positive. Set up my open house, have the signs in my direction, got my flyers printed out. I'm excited. I'm ready. Big smile. Let's do this. So I'm there waiting and waiting. An hour passes. 2 hours pass. Not a soul. Nobody came by. Wow. Now, this is normal sometimes. You can have times where nobody comes, and there's other times where there's too many people, and you got to deal with it. It is what it is, but I'm here to help and I'm here to serve. So, about 3 hours in, my phone was running low on battery. I sat in my car, which was in the driveway, put in the charger. I was kind of down, to be honest, kind of like, damn, nobody came, putting this work in. It is what it is. Moments later, as I was contemplating whether I'll leave early or stay, a Honda pulls up behind me in the driveway. A surge of energy comes to me. I'm excited. I finally have someone to talk to at least. I hop out of the car. I see two ladies walking out. Big smiles. I introduce myself. Hi, I'm David Morales. Let me show you around. I show them around. I hear their story. They live nearby. One of the ladies, her name is Lydia. She's looking for something. She lives with her daughter, but she wants to leave that property for her daughter to rent, and she wants to have her own place. So I show her the property, and I believe at the time it was listed for $315. Unfortunately, she was only qualified. She was only able to get a loan for $275, and there was nothing she could do about it. She had the 3.5% FHA down payment for that, but she couldn't pull out another 50, 60 grand to get this property. She liked it, but I instilled confidence in her that I'll get her a good deal. I'll find her something else to her liking, and I'll make it happen. I was fortunate enough to where she believed in me, and she allowed me to represent her and work with her to get a property, which was very exciting for me. So for the next month, I was looking for properties, finding deals, showing her properties, going on my own, and unfortunately, we couldn't really find much. It's a normal situation. I remember we had a time frame because she had a minor surgery she had to do at the end of that month, and she was going to be unable to look for the next 2 weeks after that surgery. So that whole month goes by. I show her properties very often. I know she gets a little upset that she's not able to find anything in her price range. I know that it can be frustrating, but I try to stay positive. So that month passes by, still haven't got her a house. It's okay. It's the way it goes sometimes. I'm willing to work with clients, with people for as long as that we have to find a property. So next, she goes into her minor surgery. Everything went well. She calls me. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna be, off work, home. I gotta take it easy the next 2 weeks. So obviously this whole time I'm continuing my business. I'm still doing open houses, still marketing myself, but I would say she was the most serious out of all the clients I had at that time. So on another note, I go to I go to my mom's house, right? I gotta visit the family, normal, visit my mom, and she made the best chicken soup. I mean, I'm Latino, so I don't know. It's just delicious. I go and, she gave me a bowl and she gave me some to go. Earlier that day, I talked to my client. When I had a conversation with her, I can tell she was getting kind of down on the fact that we weren't able to find a property. So after I left my mom's house, I was thinking, knowing that she's still recovering from surgery, I called my client. I told her, hey, I have some homemade chicken soup. Note that this was my mom's that she gave to me in Tupperware to take home because I was living independently at that time and still. So I called my client. I'm like, hey, I got some chicken soup. I want to come by and just talk to you. We'll go over everything. So I did that. Later on that evening, I go over, I bring her homemade chicken soup, and we have a conversation. I let her know, listen, I don't want to pressure you, but the right opportunity will come. Let me just do my work. I will present you the best deals I could find, but try to stay positive. So she's grateful. I brought her some soup. I built a relationship, which, in my opinion, building relationships is the best part of business in general and networking. It's just great to meet people and to become, friendly with people. I think that's an awesome part of business. A couple days pass. I keep working. Boom. I see an opportunity that is incredible. This was a duplex, bank-owned home, 265 in Wilmington, or 255, I forget. But we closed at 265. I got her closing costs, about $10,000 in closing costs, so she only had to come down with the down payment. As you can already tell, that was a house I got her. The day I seen it on the market, one day on the market, fresh, I seen the opportunity was so great because it was a duplex at that price, exactly what she wanted. Needed a little work, but it was perfect. I drove from my office in Downey straight to Wilmington, opened the door, looked at it. I wanted to see how good the property was. From that house, I called her. I'm like, I think I found the one. This is it. I showed her that property that same day. We put in an offer that day. We got the deal accepted. In real estate, it's all about moving quick, especially with the greatest deals. So fortunately, I was able to get her this bank-owned home. Shortly, we closed. She is incredibly happy about this. She still owns the property to the day. I think it's worth about $450 now, maybe even $500. And that is basically an amazing opportunity that she put herself in because she was a person who saved money, who had a vision for herself. She wanted to buy a property, and I was able to position her in a great property because she lives in the front home. She rents out the back, and I believe she only pays about $600-700 because the back unit pays about $1,100-1,200 and her mortgage is about $18-19, which is amazing. And I'm glad to bring happiness to people, and I was so glad that this was my first sale. I remember giving her the keys and she was happy. I was happy because I really brought value to someone and I really put someone in a position to make them more comfortable and got them something better than what they were looking for. So ultimately, I keep doing this to the day. I'm here to help, and the purpose of all my content I'm producing, my videos, my podcasts, is I want to bring value to you. I want to teach you about this industry, and that's it. I'm just here to bring value to the world, and I appreciate if you did listen to this full-length podcast. And I want you to, follow me on all social media outlets. Let's meet in person. I don't care what situation you're in. Even if you want to buy a house in 5 years, I'll show you the ways. I'm going to show you what it's going to take to make it happen. So once again, I appreciate you. I am David Morales with Popular Real Estate. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at I am David Morales. LinkedIn, Facebook, go to Popular Real Estate or David Morales. And I'll have all my content up on YouTube, the same names. So thank you again. Have an amazing, spectacular day. Life is beautiful. Remember that we only live once. So appreciate every breath you take. Peace. David Morales is out. Goodbye.